All right, welcome back to the summer signing series. Mark Thompson, broadcaster of the Reading Royals, joined by head coach Larry Courville. We're here at the Super Suite in Santander Arena announcing a big signing for the Royals today. Fifth stint, head coach Larry Courville, for Ryan Cruthers, the all-time leading scorer for the Royals, announced as signed today.
Yeah, we're definitely happy to have Ryan back. He came in last year, probably November, December, when we were down numbers with some injuries and some call-ups to the American League, and it was nice having Ryan here, living in Reading, coaching the youth hockey there at the Body Zone, and we put a call into Ryan and said, we need some help. Are you willing to come out and help us out? And he came in. Initially, it was our agreement was kind of a part-time situation where if we got our guys back, we'd probably have to let him go. And he ended up producing for us right from the start. We thought maybe he'd be a little bit out of shape and hadn't been on the ice very much, but he came in and produced offensively for us, was a big impact guy for us on the power play. And, it was nice to have him back on board last year, ended up being our leading scorer last year for us, and wanted to come back for another year. And we were willing to bring him back and be a part of things again. And hopefully he has another big year for us like he did last year.
In 2012, 2013, he was down in Orlando. And lest you forget, he actually led the team in scoring down there and then did retire. In speaking with him, I think in the back of his mind, it really wasn't full commitment to retirement. I think that he does love the area of Reading. He's proven that time and time again. He was working with the junior Royals locally. I think he was looking for that door to open to get the opportunity to come back and play pro. And as you know, the numbers really made it very important for you to add a guy with some offensive touch, and boy, did he come on strong. As a matter of fact, I think he had an 11-game point streak starting in late December, where he had 20 points over 11 games, was just on absolute fire when he rejoined the team.
Well, he did. He came in. We weren't expecting him to come in and produce the way he did right away, especially that he had a couple months off. He wasn't training over the summer all that much. We lost players like David Marshall and Louis Caparuso, who went to Europe. A lot of our scoring that we expected to be here for the majority of the year, and unfortunately we lost those two guys and needed to add some scoring punch. And he was a perfect fit. He was, he lived locally. I knew what Ryan's abilities were since he had played for me for 2 or 3 years prior to that, and he was a perfect fit for us. He understood the league. He understood that he wasn't a guy that was going to get called up to the American League anymore. He had his full-time job with the Body Zone, and ended up working out. And we're glad we made that decision. And he wanted another opportunity to come back this year, and we definitely want to have him back.
He did end up leading the Royals in scoring with 56 points in just 53 games played. We talk about the point streak that he went on. One element that he was very important on as well, he led the team in power play points with 21 power play points. And you can never get enough points on the power play. And to have a guy like Ryan Cruthers, he feels very comfortable playing off the half wall on the power play, and that's where you've used him.
Yeah, for sure. He's always been that guy for me. He sees the ice well, sees the play, he makes the play happen, and wants to have control of that puck to make the big decision and try to create those opportunities to score. So we're going to use him that asset again. Probably use him on our power play, and he's accepted the role in our team as an older guy that wants to be part of our leadership group, and we're definitely going to have him be part of that. And he's taken actually less money than a guy like Ryan is probably going to get somewhere else. He understands that, and but he's been very valuable for our team, and hopefully he'll bring another banner year for us this year and be a big part of our club.
One of the things that is a bit underestimated, I think, with times with Ryan, you look at him, he's a points guy, but he's also got some grit to his game. Parents will often ask me, well, what does it take for my kid to play pro hockey? And I think that you are an example of this as well as anybody. One of the elements you got to have is kind of like, I call it the mean streak.
Yeah.
You got to have a little bit of mean streak in you. And Ryan Cruthers, from time to time, the mean streak boils through.
Definitely does. He's a guy that likes to win. Like we talked about this before. You want a guy to have guys that compete hard and want to win every night and want to produce every night. And he's the type of guy that wants to be the guy. And he wants to win, and he wants to be the impact guy for his team every night. And, 2 or 3 years ago in the playoffs, he was our leading scorer. Did very well. He was our leading scorer throughout the year, I believe. And then in the playoffs, he took it up another notch and scored a big goal for us in overtime against Cincinnati to clinch that playoff series. He's one of those performers, and for a skill guy at times as a coach, you're always kind of worried about your skill guys not being there in the playoffs. And he's brought it every year when he's been there, and and hopefully he'll do it again for us this year.
Now, talk about the mean streak. He's also got a little bit of a soft side as well. He's a dedicated father, husband, all the rest of that. And he's also been very good for the Royals in the community over the course of this summer. And one of the elements, and because of that, I've had the opportunity to see Ryan on a number of occasions during the summer. It does appear that he's committed physically. You talk about maybe last summer, maybe not being in the best of shape when he joined the team despite going on that long point streak. I've noticed this year that Ryan's very committed to the physical side. I think he realizes now at age 30, you can't fool around with your body at this point. You've got to be ready when the season starts, really. You can't kind of play yourself into shape at age 30.
For sure. And I think he realized he's getting a little older, and there's some younger guys trying to basically steal his job, and he has to work even harder to make sure he stays at the top of his game, right? So Ryan's done an excellent job. I think he wants to get in the coach. I know he's been helping me throughout the summer, making some phone calls and to some college coaches, some junior coach, and I think that's one of the reasons why he came back to Reading, got in the youth coaching. I think he wants an opportunity to coach here in Reading at some point, whether I move on or I get fired or something happens. I know that he wants to get involved, and he's been our leading scorer in history with the Reading Royals, and I think eventually he wants to get in the coaching at the pro ranks. And I told him I'm willing to help him out and show him the ropes at this level, how things work, and he's definitely helped me out throughout the summer here.
All right, the Reading Royals all-time leading scorer, 3-time Offensive Player of the Year, Ryan Cruthers, back with the team. Coach, once again, I want to thank you for coming out for the summer signing series. Really appreciate you spending some time with us.
Well, thanks for having me, Mark.